District 19 is our last female in this race, Amy SHOEMAKER.
As we've seen from the last legislative session, David Williams is willing to go to unconstitutional lengths to rid the state Senate of its Democratic progressive women. And I am here to offer you the opportunity to send him another one. My name is Amy SHOEMAKER, and I am running for the state Senate seat in District 19. I am a lawyer for the University of Louisville, a mother of one son, and a native Louisvillian. My family is certainly not politically connected in this traditional sense. My mother was one of 6 kids, 5 sisters, growing up in a house on Browns Lane with 1 bathroom. But one thing her father knew was that his daughters were going to receive an education and a vocation so that they could support themselves. My mom got her master's degree in social work and served this area with 7 counties and is now retired. My father grew up in Hikes Point, the son of a Greyhound bus driver. My dad knew that he wanted to become a doctor, and he paid his way through U of L working at the Pepsi bottling company. The only politician my dad knows is the one who was in his Seneca High School class of 1964. I tell you this because I owe everything I am today to my parents who understood the value of education. My parents worked hard to send me to Sacred Heart, where I played varsity basketball and was a Governor's Scholar. I attended law school at the University of Kentucky and was editor of the Environmental Law Journal. And when you come out of law school like I did, with student loans, you have to find a job that will pay them off. I worked for a big law firm downtown, and then 5 years ago, got the opportunity to work with one of the amazing institutions in our community, the University of Louisville. The value of education is inherent and immeasurable, and our state cannot abandon that value as we move forward. Higher education and vocational training are the engines of our middle class. Quality preschool and early childhood learning opportunities are the means by which vulnerable children can reach their full potential. We are a state that cannot continue cutting and underfunding these programs and expect that our future will be as bright as it could be. As a mother, I recognize how lucky my son and I are to have the support systems we do, but there are many children who do not have that. When I was in private practice, I was a volunteer with the Court-Appointed Special Advocacy Program here in the Jefferson County Family Court System. One of the cases I had was that of a child of an actively alcoholic single mother. This 9-year-old girl was so desperate to make certain that she didn't miss school that she would put on her school uniform each night before she went to bed, so that when her carpool ride honked the horn outside her house, she was ready. She knew that she could not depend on her mother to wake her up in the mornings. This child valued school more than the adults around her, and I worry that as we continue down this path of budget cut upon budget cuts, that her experience is not the norm. Moreover, I think we need to recognize that she is an example of the type of child in the Child Protective Services system. A system filled with amazing kids with untapped potential, but trapped in a system which is so overcrowded and underfunded, and which depends upon our tax dollars to sustain it. I respect the lives of social workers. As the daughter of one, I know how hard they work. But I think we have seen from the recent reporting of the children who died while under the care and supervision of our Child Protective Services system that we need people committed to a new way of doing things. We must be willing to shine a light on the problems and name the flaws. Because children who are broken, through no fault of their own, lead to much bigger and more expensive problems down the road. Finally, you may be wondering why I'm even in this race. The reason is crucial. When Senator Shaughnessy announced he was retiring unexpectedly, there was much speculation about who was going to run. From the Democratic side of the ticket, no one being discussed was a woman. As an engaged professional Democratic woman, I was fired up. This is an election cycle when the Republicans are engaged in a cacophony of attacks on women's health, women's privacy, and women's reproductive rights. Women make up over 50% of the state's population, and out of 38 Kentucky senators, only 6 are women. As more families require two-parent households, two working parents for support, and as women have become the heads of household of many families, women's health issues are Kentucky's economic issues. Democrats must be engaged, and this is an opportunity to embrace a new type of politics. I'm not a good old boy. My name is Amy Shoemaker. I'm an alternative to politics as usual. I'd like you to think Shoemaker like the jockey, only taller but with a better jump shot. I'd like your vote on May 22nd. Thank you.